As a parent, what do you value most about Wildlands School?
How much responsibility the kids take for their own learning. It's not this sit and get, it's, you know, much more interactive, much more hands-on, that the kids have to know, you know, what is the process, what are they going to get out of it, and I think they're much more responsible for their education here than in a traditional school.
This idea that it's the teacher's job to teach me. Out here, it's the kids' job to learn how to learn, and I value that because, you know, anybody can go and have someone talk to them, but in life, when it's going to happen, you're going to go out there and say, okay, well, I've got this question, how am I going to figure it out? And the kids, like Bradley, will be able to go and research it and find the answers to the things that he wants, because that's how he was taught to learn.
Our whole society teaches, you know, it's you know, an entitlement type society, and I don't like that, and I like the fact that they have to take the responsibility. And, you know, at 18, this is the time, but it's the last chance they have to learn that before they're on their own, and I really appreciate that approach.
That it has a natural, science-based curriculum.
Here, it's all about rigor and relevance.
It makes school relevant. It makes learning relevant.
The staff out here is unbelievable, and the fact that these kids get to spend, you know, 6 years with the same 4 or 5 faces is unbelievable. We know that that is something that you don't get in a traditional school.
And the trust that he gets from the teachers, he's treated less like a student and more like a young learner.
We like that Wildlands is a small size. The students get individual attention, and it's also a family-like atmosphere, which is nice. My son is now a junior, and he started 7th grade in Wildlands and has continued through. We are very pleased that he was able to continue from middle school into high school. That transition from middle school to high school, he knew what was expected of him and what he had to do and what he needed to do. And we were pleased that the teachers were confident in Esau that he could do this. The teachers are outstanding. I knew 2 of the teachers prior to Esau attending Wildlands, and I knew that they are concerned with students' learning. They want the students to do well, they want to have the students exceed in what they're doing, and they have a genuine interest in the students' learning.
I think one of the keys in a school like this is that you find teachers that are excellent. You find really good teachers who get kids, who get what project-based learning looks like, and you get out of their way. And I think that's what has happened in Wildlands. The teachers here work more like the guide on the side versus the sage on the stage, and they help the student find other community resources to help them. They don't have to be, you know, in a traditional classroom, you're limited by the knowledge of the teacher at the front of the room. And out here there's no limit, because the teacher sees themselves as a guide on the side, and the whole community is a resource.
I value the core values that are being taught here, the integrity, the honesty, the acceptance of each individual person and all of our individual quirkiness. That's very accepted and it's very embraced. I appreciate what she's learning and the fact that she's challenged, but they don't ever leave her out there in this place where she has no clue what she's doing. They always try to figure out what they can give her that would give her the next step so that she can go on and succeed for herself. And I really appreciate that.
The focus on cooperation and teamwork and self-discovery is what I value most.
I like the variety of things they get to do, things they might not ever get to try otherwise, and it's always something different. They're always learning something new, and it seems to make him more willing to try new things outside of school too.
I also value the diversity of the students.
I'd say it's the integrative learning. It's working projects, again, learning like you live your life instead of being so segmented. I think that's, to me, the biggest thing. I'd say a second one had been I've got to go on some of the ski trips.
Yeah, we can keep that in there.
No, that's true. The hands-on, definitely, variety.
Here, we feel like, you know, the parents really take a lot of pride in being here and helping at the school and helping out with trips and providing snacks or whatever it is that's necessary. So we feel like we don't have to be the first one on the list. We feel like we don't have to go out and recruit to help with stuff at school. We actually feel like we have to like get in line and we might be able to help. That's a really nice place to be.
A lot of parent involvement.
Yeah, yeah. People seem to really take a lot of pride in their school here, and it goes all the way through, from the kids all the way through the parents. That's really great.
The fact that he's treated like an individual, and he's respected. His abilities are noticed and appreciated, and he's just a wonderful place.
The atmosphere out here and the philosophy out here about, you know, it's a family and you learn together and you work together and you live together. I think that's really important, and I would encourage anybody with even a smidgen of interest to come out here and experience that firsthand. It's really vital. You can't read about it or hear about it. You have to experience it.